So in stochastic theory, we'll start with the first one, error theory. The error theory is proposed in the year 1963. You have to remember the years also. In this theory, it is telling that there will be error in protein synthesis. As there is error in protein synthesis, it will result in the errors in cells of body that will lead to progressive decline in biological function. Generally, the errors will happen in the synthesis of DNA as well as RNA. When there is errors in the synthesis of DNA and RNA, the cells which is produced having an impaired function. So basis of the error theory are, it is telling that there will be errors in the transcription in any step of the protein synthesis of DNA, first thing. Second, it is telling that due to this error, reproduction of enzymes as well as proteins which occur, but it's not the exact copy. And third thing, it is telling that due to these transcription errors, the end product will not resemble the original cell. So as it is having an impaired ability. But recently the theory has not been supported by research. Why? Because errors can occur in the body, anyone's body, but not all the errors will lead to aging. So this theory is mainly telling that the error will definitely lead to aging. But researchers has found out that not all errors can lead to aging. First thing. Second thing, neither these errors can accelerate the aging. In some area it can accelerate, but generally in all cases, these errors cannot accelerate the aging. So that is about what? Error theory. As the name says, cross-linkage theory, it's telling that there is a cross-linking agent which will attach to the single strand of DNA molecule and it can damage that strand. So when this happens, naturally the defense mechanism will repair this damage. So in cell cycle we have studied checkpoints and all. In checkpoints it will be checking for any changes. If any changes is there, means it will try to repair or it will damage itself. So here also natural defense mechanisms are there to repair the damage, but as the person's age is increasing, his system got weakened. So the defense mechanisms will not work properly. So this linking agent will continue its damage. So the researchers supports this linkage theory, but they are telling that if you are doing proper exercise as well as we are maintaining a good diet, we can help to inhibit the cross-linking process. So that is about cross-linkage theory. And third one is wear and tear theory. So wear out as well as tear out. So what is wear out and tear out? So wear out means using one thing until it is no longer in a good condition. For example, നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ചെരുപ്പിനെ ബന്ധപ്പെടുത്താം. ചെരുപ്പ് തേഞ്ഞ് ഒരു വിധാവുന്നത് വരെ നമ്മൾ അതിനെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. അത് ഇനി യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റാത്ത ആ അവസ്ഥ വരെ അതിനെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. That is wear out. Tear out means after it we will throw it away, remove here, to pull it out. That is wear and tear theory. Same things we can connect to cells. So cells wear out through exposure to internal and external stressors, including trauma, chemicals, and natural occurring waste. Simply telling, due to these causes, the cells will be used continuous using to adjust to these stresses, all the causes, like a machine, and over time it will be damaged. So this theory is mainly proposed first in 1882, but in late 1880s, August Weismann theorized that normal somatic cells were limited in their ability to replicate function. So this somatic cells, our cells, are having some limitations. That means continuously a cell cannot be replicated as well as it can do its function properly. So that is about wear and tear theory. Wear and tear theory, okay. And next one is free radical theory. So this theory mainly proposed in the year 1950s. So we know that our body is going through so many metabolism. The end products of this metabolism is free radicals. So free radicals, not only because of metabolism, it can also increase as a result of environmental pollutants. So these free radicals are harmful to our bodies. So this because these are charged particles, and these charged particles can alter the cell membrane and it can damage the cells. So excess number of these particles results in cell damage. So free radical theory, from the name itself, free radicals are occurring due to the end results of metabolism. So it can lead to chromosomal changes, pigment accumulation, as well as collagen alterations. Like I say, free radicals are highly unstable and reactive molecule and capable to attack other molecules. So when they accumulate, they can damage the cell membrane and it can decrease its function, each cell's function. But as a defense mechanism, our body produces antioxidants, which is able to remove the free radicals. So this theory postulates that most organisms have several mechanisms of antioxidant defense, which prevents damage to cells that increase with age. That means in our bodies, all body cells produce antioxidants as a defense mechanisms, and the researchers tells that in animal studies, administration of these antioxidants is being done, and it shows that it postpones the appearance of most chronic types of diseases like cardiovascular disease as well as cancer. That means it is having a protective effects. So free radicals can also implicate in the development of plaques associated with Alzheimer's. So free radicals are dangerous. So this theory says that free radicals are main thing which can lead to damage to the cell membranes, and that is accepted. This theory is accepted, but universally it is not accepted. It is not rejected by the researchers. And that is all about stochastic theory.